Manchester United 3, Chelsea 0, and obviously we have really gone ahead to really win our fifth game of the group stage, and I think it's group stage E into this level of football, and that is the UEFA Europa League. And obviously we are left one more game to play into this game of football. With Real Sociedad winning all its 5 games, United looks like they need to go ahead and really play away at a side which goes by the name of Real Sociedad and beat them by maybe a goal difference of 2, and then really go on top of the group E in there. For it's much required a win because we don't want to go in and play in the round of 32 of the UEFA Europa League, because there are very many teams coming in from the Champions League that are really great, that have really gone ahead to do the needful and really drop from the Champions League to the UEFA Europa League, like Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Ajax. You wouldn't like to face such teams in the round of 32, meaning that it's really going to be like a finale for Manchester United in Spain when they're really playing against Real Sociedad. Welcome to United Matters channel. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Obviously, we've won by 3-0. I really thought that we are really going to win by that magnitude of the goals, because I knew that this team was going to sit behind, and I believe United had really gone ahead to play lots of games, and obviously they had shown us that they can really break down a defense through their passing game of football. And set pieces, I think we've scored our first goal from this set piece this season. Not so, because had we scored a goal in a set piece this season? I don't really remember us scoring a goal in a set piece this season, because the other one that went in against Brighton was an own goal, but this one was really gone ahead to be really scored by Diego Dello in a corner, brought very well by Ericsson, and obviously it went to the back of the net in the 44th minute after having close to 12 shots with 4 on target, as we really made it to the 13th shot. Obviously, United registered its first goal in this game of football. Obviously, it was so much important and so much pivotal, because as things stood, it never looked the same, because we were really looking into go on and really scoring in goals, and the team, which goes by names of Chelsea, turned into a stubborn team, and the goalkeeper really could save everything. And obviously, the man that had gotten his day so much disappointing was Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm going to go on and really talk about him into this game of football. But obviously, we've managed to win this game of football, played very well, had the lion's share of possession, something that Ten Hag really enjoys very much. And I believe he liked so much the second goal that we really scored against a team which goes by the names of Sheriff, because we really did what we call a proper build-up, quick passing, proper cross coming in from Luke Shaw, and obviously delivered home by a man who goes by the names of Rashford, and obviously that made us really score that goal in style. And obviously, Luke Shaw is really one of those players I really want to start talking about either for you. According to the build-up play today, Luke Shaw comes in through, puts in a very good performance. And obviously, remember, in the game of Chelsea, he was the man responsible for that assist that really resulted into that equalizer that Casemiro headed back home into the back of the net. And obviously, even today, he has really created another chance for Manchester United. And obviously, you see the improvement, all how the team is always improving when you are having 2 quality players competing for one position. Malacia too, in the first half, could have really gotten himself a goal or an assist, because he really put in good deliveries in the box of the box area of the opponent. And obviously, he really missed out on that, meaning that when Luke Shaw came in through and Malacia was drifted to play onto the right back and Luke Shaw was playing on the left back, he had to go on and really show the coach that, please, I'm really Luke Shaw and I'm really playing this position and it's mine here at Manchester United. And obviously, Luke Shaw went ahead to put in such a performance. The likes of Alejandro Garnacho, very much promising and had a very good game today. And I believe, to me, he put in a man of the match performance. I know most people won't really go ahead and really give it to him, but I believe he really deserves it, because he has really gone ahead to go and play a very beautiful game of football. So guys, Erik ten Hag is here enjoying his style of play. A man who came out and told us that it will take these players months to go on and master his style of play as he was at Ajax. I think things are really trying to come on and happen more quickly. That dipping in of Casemiro in that midfield area has really gone ahead to enable United to get so much close to playing like how Erik ten Hag wants his team to play. Because when you look at us building from behind, it's really on point. Those crosses, the 1-2 passing. And I believe the reason as to why we never really scored early enough in this game of football is because we took an extra touch. That is one. Secondly, we never went in for quick passing, and one-touch football is not part of us in the first half. That's the problem as to why it went that way. But when it really came on to where it mattered most, and we tried to put in some quick passes, we really broke down the defense of a team which goes by the names of Shelf, and Shelf really had to open up. And obviously, United went in for efforts of really hitting them bad left, right, and center. If I told you never watched this game of football, it was Diego Delo who scored the first goal for United in the 44th minute. It was a set pick. It was a corner brought in by a man who goes by the names of Eriksson. It made Diego Delo, and Diego Delo headed it home to make it 1-0. And obviously, I've seen from the game of Spurs that at least the set piece coach is really doing some great job at Manchester United. I saw United really build up things like set pieces in the game of Spurs. The same applies to the game of Chelsea. And today, you've seen the set pieces that we've gotten. Almost, we had a plan of delivering them home. And obviously, we really got it right. And obviously, there is even that chance that Garnacho really put over the bar. But obviously, it was a very good, well-planned corner when Bruno found Eriksson, and Eriksson really passed it to Garnacho. Garnacho went in for an effort that really went over the bar, and obviously that showed that at least we are really trying to improve in the game of football. Maybe Ten Hag never wanted us to concentrate so much onto set pieces and really create something out of them before we really went ahead to really improve on playing in the way he really wanted us to play. And he's really one of the managers that is really trying to instill his style of play at Manchester United. And in this game of football against a team which goes by the names of Shelf, we went ahead to go on and dominate like the previous 6 games we've been playing. One will ask me, Rokani, what are those six previous games we've been talking about? Away at Omonia, we dominated totally. When we came in at Old Trafford, when we came at Everton and beat Everton 2-1, we dominated totally. We hosted Omonia and beat it by 1-0. We dominated totally. Newcastle came in at Old Trafford, we dominated totally. After Newcastle game, we played Spurs, we dominated totally. We played Chelsea, dominated totally, and even today, we've gone ahead to do the same, showing that we are now believing in ourselves. The players of United know to it that now we can go out and really pass that ball from behind and really build on to the levels that we really want to see these players really come on. So guys, I think you're all impressed with how Erik ten Hag is really coming in and really making it a point and turning things around at Manchester United in just a space of like 4 months, because he started his job on the 27th of June. And when you count July, August, September, October, meaning that he's here for 4 months. But the improvement is immense, and I know very many people are really loving how Erik ten Hag is really going ahead to do his job of football. Alejandro Garnacho, very many people are really praising him. And if at all you watched my match build up, I told you that he is the best left-footed forward that we have. Left-footed attacking mid. He's the best left attacking midfielder we've got at Manchester United. And I think you've seen it. His intensity and being so much on point, though his crosses were not so much on point, but obviously he is a threat coming in from that side. And if at all you are looking out for a player who is a threat, it's obviously Alejandro Garnacho. That's why you saw to it that Anthony only played 45 minutes. He was taken off, and obviously Erik ten Hag left Alejandro Garnacho to play close to 72 minutes, and he was taken off, and obviously Donny van Beek came onto the field of play. So it shows you how much the manager believes in a man who goes by the names of Alejandro Garnacho, and obviously he has not gone ahead to really go on and really disappoint the manager who really put in a lot of trust in him. Now, let me talk about this man, Cristiano Ronaldo. You see, there are moments in life when you always ask yourself, what did I do for me not to go on and really be on the score sheet every time? This was the first chance of Cristiano Ronaldo in the first half. It was nearly a tap-in that was provided to him by Bruno, as you see here. But as he was trying to get his boot onto this ball, this defender of a team which goes by the names of Shelf really slid in and really hit it up with the goalkeeper. And obviously, Ronaldo didn't score that goal, but it was supposed to go on the score sheet in the first half. That is Cristiano Ronaldo, but it never went his way. After that, he got this one right, you get, but he really hit it in the back of the net, but he was offside, as you see here for you. Bruno nodding him into a move, and obviously Ronaldo hitting it into the back of the net. And obviously the referee blew the whistle because he was offside. Ronaldo felt pissed off, and guess what he did? He got that ball and hit it to the fans. Very much pissed. Again, there was this effort in areas like this. A Ronaldo who is really on his form, you expect him to take in that curling effort into the top corner. But guess what? He really hit it wide and it never really went to the back of the net. That is Cristiano Ronaldo. And he obviously looked so much pissed off and asking himself, what is wrong with me? Why am I not really barring these chances at the back of the net? And Cristiano Ronaldo went ahead to really head the ball that Bruno gave him into the hands of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper couldn't get hold of the ball, and Ronaldo used this effort and really hit it into the back of the net. And obviously, he made it 3 for Manchester United. Obviously, very happy for Cristiano Ronaldo having scored his 3rd goal of the season. Remember, he first scored in the game of Shelf away. It was a penalty. He scored in the game of Everton when he really hit 700 club career goals. And today he has gone ahead to really score his 3rd goal of the season. That is Cristiano Ronaldo. And obviously, he's one of those players that you would love to see him score, because I believe everything that is going in his mind is because of him not scoring his goals. That's why he's really walking off the pitch and is so much frustrated. And it's that frustration that is really causing him this panic all over, and obviously missing out on lots of things in the game of football. But I believe him finding himself on the score sheet and really scoring a very beautiful goal against Sheffield today really has really gotten him into the scoring shape. And I believe he's going to be in contention to start in that game of football against a team which goes by the names of West Ham over the weekend in here onto this channel, which goes by the names of United Matters channel. So Ronaldo has been really a very good player today, and I believe his fellow players were also looking for him to go in and really score, and obviously he had to go on and really find himself on the score sheet as he did today. And all these missed chances were really memorable, but obviously that last touch that he really put into the goal of Shelf really gave him confidence, and I believe he's really one of those players that is really benefiting from the Erik ten Hag era. And I believe that he is really getting better, and with him getting better, it really helps us as a team. People will say that maybe he needs to leave. I also agree with people who say that Ronaldo needs to leave the team of Manchester United. 100% agree with them. But there is something that you've not yet known, that every time he really goes ahead to score goals, we benefit. We benefit, and I believe that it's really something great for a man who goes by the names of Ronaldo in there for you. And now, let's talk about this guy. 18 years of age, coming in through at Old Trafford, and you see what they really did for him. They really went ahead at Old Trafford, and as really walked off the pitch, they really put that Alejandro Garnacho, and United says we can be proud of that one, because he really put up a very fantastic performance that everyone will go on and really admire. This boy is just this boy is just 18 years of age. So much talented, and I believe we've not yet seen all what he's all about, because I know he is not yet into the team, and he just goes on to go on and really do the usual. And when you see him doing the usual, he's better than any player at United who plays onto the left attacking side of the midfield. Let it be Rashford, let it be Sancho, let it be Anthony Elanga. I believe the only player that he can compete with, and obviously that is better than him playing there, is Antoine Martial. And that shows you that there is a better way for him to play there, because Antoine Martial is being looked at Erik ten Hag as a number 9, not a left attacking midfielder. So Alejandro Garnacho is really a very good player and obviously put in a very good performance today. And I believe when we come to the player ratings, most of you will come in and tell me what you think about him. But I believe he's really a better player that really put in a very good effort. And obviously he really fought his way out. He was really tracking back very well. Going forward, he never really lost balls. Whenever he lost the ball, he really put in a fight, showing that the manager gave me this chance and obviously I have to utilize it, because it has been well long for me calling for this guy to start. You get? Him and Zidane Iqbal, I believe they are ready. Though some people will say they are not yet ready because we are really a struggling team and the team has not given them a chance to go on and really start. But let me tell you this. Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT, you see right now, came in here in 2003 at the same age like Alejandro Garnacho. He was not used to the Premier League. He was naive about it. And obviously, Ferguson drove him into the competition. And obviously, he really became one of the world's greatest and won a Ballon d'Or at Manchester United. When you're asking me about players that are really so much into that equation of really going ahead to really thrive at Manchester United and win the Ballon d'Or, this boy is really one of them because he's talented and obviously he is young and willing to learn. And guess what? If God loves you, he goes ahead and really brings you the person that's going to make you better to achieve your dreams. And who is that the Lord brought to Alejandro Garnacho? It's Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag is known as one of those people, all managers, that really is good at really grooming young talent. And I believe if at all Erik ten Hag came in at Manchester United early enough, this boy would have been already into the starting 11 of Manchester United because of his performances that he puts into. And I believe Erik ten Hag is so much impressed because in the pre-match press conference, in the pre-match, while he was talking to the press before the match started, he said that Garnacho really impressed me in training and I decided to start him because he was asked, why start Garnacho? Yet there are other players that have been really featuring very well in your team. And he said he really showed me what he is and he really gave me the best in training. And obviously, I really saw the best out of him. And this guy really played very well and was really impressive. But I believe you saw what it really means to have a player like Alejandro Garnacho. And he played very well. And I believe maybe Sancho might really be getting back to play and compete with Anthony on the left attacking side of the midfield. On the right attacking side of the midfield, because that is where they are really being called for to go on and really do the needful at a club which goes by the names of Manchester United. But obviously, it was really a very well contested game. And obviously, we really had a very beautiful game of football at Old Trafford. And I know you really loved it. And I know you are really in love with Alejandro Garnacho. And obviously, Diego Dalot scoring his first goal for Manchester United this season. Not so. I think he scored it in a very good way because we needed it badly. You know, when something comes in, we needed it badly. Having registered 12 shots, 5 on target, and none of those was really crossing the line for a team which goes by the names of Shelf. We really needed it badly, and obviously it came in a very right time. And obviously, you knew to it that it would have been a different game altogether if at all we came in the second half when we are really 0-0, because we needed to win this game badly. Reason being, we had to go on and really do the needful and see to it that we really have 12 points in our last 4 games, because the first one, the referee costed us that game. After him costing us that game, went ahead to win all our games of football, and now we have to go down in Spain and beat Shelf by 2-0, or 2-1, or 3-2, name it. And obviously, we'll see ourselves going ahead to go through in the FAU, because we need to, by the way, we need to go ahead and really beat them by a difference of 2 goals. If we go by 2-1, 1-0, will be level in everything, and obviously they will say who is having a better goal difference. Shelf is, they're really having a better goal difference because they've gone ahead to score very many, and we've not been scoring very many goals. They're having a goal difference of 9, and you're having a goal difference of 3, meaning that the best way to go on and top this group, we have to go away in Spain and beat that team which goes by the name of Sociedad by 2-0 or even more. Something that I believe is possible. I believe it's possible for us to go out in Spain and beat this team because we are better. We are better, and obviously we are having Cristiano Ronaldo has really scored a lot against them, and I believe we are going to go on to play that game of football after playing against a team which goes by the names of West Ham in here onto the United Matters show. Let's talk about the substitutes. I believe Erik ten Hag responded very well. Harry Maguire needed some minutes because I believe he sees him that he's a better defender than Lindelof, and he's planning to start him against West Ham. Though to me, I believe I would have started Lindelof, but because of the aerial threat that West Ham really brings to your game of football, you need Harry Maguire. And Harry Maguire is back, and obviously, at least for now, we are having 3 fit central defenders. And obviously, he took off Lisandro Martinez at halftime and brought in Harry Maguire. It was really a very good substitute for me because Lisandro Martinez has been playing very many games. He needed a rest, and obviously, he brought on Marcus Rashford, the man who goes by names of Anthony, and obviously I believe Anthony really needed the rest. However much he did that spin that might have costed him the day, but I believe it was a plan for the manager because Anthony has been playing an average of 80 minutes every game at a side which goes by the names of Manchester United. You know that very well. So the manager took him off. Most people said that the reason as to why he was taken off, it's because of this spin that he really did. This is what people are really saying, that Anthony did this spin, and obviously it's the reason as to why he was really taken off by the manager. But I believe it was in the plan because the manager really thought that maybe he needs a rest, and maybe he had to be punished because he is really doing something stupid at the time of football, and his final product to pass in to find Casemiro really just made it poor when he really released a very poor touch to find Casemiro into that game of football. So I believe that spin might have costed him to be substituted, but I think it's really better for him to be rested because we are going to be having one of the games against West Ham on Sunday, and I believe it's really needed to be so much okay for United, and these players need to be so much fit, like Anthony being taken off at halftime to bring on Marcus Rashford, who scored the second goal for Manchester United, and obviously Harry Maguire came in through. Then later, Scott McTominay came in for Casemiro. If at all there is a player who really needed some rest, obviously Casemiro needed some rest for a team which goes by Manchester United. Then Danny Van Beek came on, and obviously he really did a very good job for Manchester United. I think he needed these minutes. If there is a player I was really missing, it was Danny Van Beek. And obviously the manager brought him on, and I believe he's really going to go on and really play lots of minutes because this is the manager that really groomed him to the player that he is, and I believe he has been having injuries, and obviously he played close to 12 minutes in this game of football when you're playing a team which goes by names of Sheriff. The other player that came on through was Luke Shaw. Obviously Diego Dalot also badly needed to be rested, and the manager really went ahead to go ahead and really rest him in this game of football, and obviously Luke Shaw came on through, and when he came on through, obviously he really created the chance immediately for Marcus Rashford, and he really headed that ball home, and obviously Luke Shaw is really showing Malacia that plays. However much you are good, I'm here to show you that I'm really a better player in that position, and obviously he really got United an assist that really gave us a second goal. So I believe the substitutions were really good for a team which goes by Manchester United, and obviously who came on lastly was Danny Van Beek. Scott McTominay came on through, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, and obviously Marcus Rashford in there for you. For Marcus Rashford, looks like this season is going to be his. He has gone ahead to score his 6th goal of the season, meaning that he's going to average 20 goals this season. And I believe by the time we go to the World Cup, he would have really gotten into 10 goals this season because he just needs 4 goals. He just needs 4 goals, and I believe he's not far away from really scoring these goals. And if at all he was so much clinical in the game of Newcastle, in the game of Tottenham Hotspur, and in the game of Chelsea, he would have really claimed himself a goal in all of these games, meaning that he would have already hit 10 goals before we even went into this game of football of a team which goes by the names of Shelf at Old Trafford. But it's good for him to score, and obviously United scoring from a set piece. That is something that people are not really giving attention, but us scoring in a set piece is really something that is so much calling in there for you, and obviously that really gave us a reason to smile, because we people who know the game of football very well, we know that you need to go on and really create very many chances, and set pieces are like close chances to go in and really getting yourself into a comfortable position of really winning. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We are having 8,600 650,000. We're having 8,650,000 subscribers, and obviously we are less by 300 subscribers to hit 9,000 subscribers. Guys, if you're watching us for the very first time and you have not yet subscribed, go in the lower right bottom corner and subscribe to this channel as we get into what you guys are telling me in the comment section. I start off with Michael Sebunya. I'm the first. Kongs United, thank you for being first and congratulating Manchester United upon this win. As I predicted, I had made my prediction that we are going to win by 4-0, 1 goal less, but chances were there. That one of Scott McTominay, that one of Danny Van Beek, the chances we created in the first half, obviously managed to go on and beat score 3. But very many of you remember in the match build-up predicted United 3, this team 0. Though some of you are saying that we're going to concede, I told you that I don't see us conceding against a team which goes by names of Shelf. But thank you, Mike Sebunya. Emmanuel Tumwesije, it's a very wonderful performance again today. Obviously, magnificent, and it's an exquisite performance coming in from Manchester United. And I believe Erik ten Hag, in his post-match press conference, is going to say that this is another game that we played very well, executed everything that the game plan was all about, and we scored goals from every corner, scoring a header from the set piece, and obviously a header from the open play, and that of Ronaldo again from the open play. Nice build-up. That's what Ten Hag really wants, and that's what we call a magnificent performance. Smash the like button up to 100 because that's where we want to be every time. Adebare Opeyemi, up Man United. Thank you for watching in. And you had predicted, is it 4-0 in the match build-up? But obviously went ahead to go on and really win this game of football. Chaze Juma Garnacho, nice play today. Thanks the show, bro. Obviously, Garnacho, I've talked about him. He's really more than even a generational talent. And obviously, it shows you how much this player is going on to really go ahead and shame players like Jadon Sancho, because I believe Sancho is really performing poorly these days. And I believe Alejandro Garnacho has come on to show him that, please, this is what the manager really wants you to do. And I don't believe that Sancho, where he's seated, is really not challenged, because Alejandro Garnacho has challenged Sancho today, and Sancho has not played a single minute in this game of football. And obviously, the manager has really gone in for even Bruno to play onto the right wing, because in the second half, we shifted to a 4-4-2 with Ronaldo and Rashford leading the line, as Alejandro Garnacho played as a left winger and Bruno played as a right winger, Casemiro playing in a single pivot, and obviously Eriksen played into his most favorite position in the second half as a central attack midfielder. Then I have Prince Odion. I love Garnacho. He played and moved like Anthony. I really think Erik ten Hag need to give him a chance. All the same, we are going somewhere. Obviously, Ten Hag is a manager who chooses his team depending on the training session, not on the previous 90 minutes you've played. Now, if Garnacho has been able to impress the manager in training and gotten him to play close to 80 minutes in this game of football today, obviously I know it's going to be the same thing against West Ham, and you might be shocked when Ten Hag is going to go on and bring in Garnacho, because he has gone ahead to prove him. And I believe that we have to go on and really give Garnacho minutes, because we have to tie him on a long contract and show him that he's part of the plan. And obviously, Erik ten Hag is really believing in two players at Manchester United. That is Zidane Iqbal and Alejandro Garnacho. So I believe these players are being given minutes, especially Alejandro Garnacho. We need to tie him on a new contract, and I believe the negotiations are really taking place. And what a way to be negotiating a new contract for Alejandro Garnacho and really get him minutes in this game of football. Very, very much important as far as this game of football is concerned. Then Conmat Media, it was elite performance from the lads. Everyone has put in 100%. Not Anthony. Anthony was one of those players that really never gave in what we expect him to be. Because in a game like this, when the opponent is sitting back, this is where we have to see Anthony sitting down players. That's what we want to see of him, because that is his trademark of really sitting down players. He has to go on and really take them off and do the needful as far as this game of football is really concerned. That's what I really want to see Anthony doing, game in, game out at Old Trafford. So I need to see him doing that. I believe he's the only player that I'm going to come in the player ratings and really give a very weird rating, because he never really came today. And I believe he has to go on and really become a much more better player as far as this game of football is really concerned. And obviously, you know why I'm saying that. Then I'm having Igembe. How are you, bro? Thanks for your update. Big up from Uganda. Thank you for watching in Igembe, my countrymen. You are really great. And obviously, I'm having a man who goes by Isabel Ronald Molinda. Garnacho was a threat. He did what Sancho needs to be doing. Is my man of the match. Obviously, thank you very much for watching in Isabel. Obviously, as I've told you that he went ahead to do what Sancho has to do. And it's so much ashaming that a player coming in from the academy 3 years older than 3 years younger than Sancho, coming on and really showing Sancho what Sancho is supposed to be doing. And obviously, that's what exactly Ten Hag will be calling in for from his players. And obviously, Sancho came in at 73 million pounds, and obviously he's not been able to go on and do what the manager is really calling for. It's really a very huge shame for a man who goes by names of Jadon Sancho. Then Isabel Ronald Molinda. Playing time needed for Danny Van Beek, but it was nice. Yeah, Danny Van Beek came on through, played close to 12, 15 minutes. Obviously, on the field of play, great coming in from injury and obviously hitting the ground running into the starting 11 of Manchester United. That was great. Thanks for the show, bro. Garnacho, nice effort. Obviously, that is Chaze Juma. Thank you for watching in. And obviously, we are really great and great people who are really leading me and leading this channel to where it's supposed to be. And guys, thank you and keeping it Rokani. Keeping it United Matters channel, and obviously smash the like button to 100 likes. Chaze Juma, when is Greenwood back, boss? Greenwood is really going to... Oh, his case was supposed to be heard. Oh, he's returning to court on the 21st of November. That's it. Obviously, we don't know when the court is going to give its verdict, but the only way you know when it's going to come back is when the court gives its verdict. Whether they find him guilty or not, we will be here to let you know. Yiga Oluwatilemehen, Team Martinez. Obviously, Martinez is untouchable at Manchester United, and that's why I really applauded Erik ten Hag for really getting him off and bringing Harry Maguire in the second half when he played 45 minutes, and obviously resting him for the game of a team which goes by names of West Ham. That's really going to be a very huge game at Old Trafford on Sunday. Victor Lubega, great performance from United, but the team has to put more crosses into the opponent box because through set piece we did better. But I believe today we really put in very many crosses. In the game of Spurs we did so. In the game of Chelsea we did so. But I believe that perfect cross is only needed. As you saw Malacia looking in for Ronaldo in the first half, I think it was a perfect cross, and Luke Shaw coming in through and really putting in like 3, because I believe Luke Shaw put in like 3 and Malacia put in like 3, and obviously that's what we want to see in the game of football. I believe even Delo put in some crosses for Manchester United, and I believe we are really improving a lot coming in from those fullbacks. And I believe it's really something great that you would love to see your wing backs do game in, game out, because it's really the modern way of playing football. You need your wing backs to create chances because they're the ones that can really get space. But if they don't really cross in those balls, then what else would you go on and really utilize on to go on and score a goal? Because you have to go on and really threaten your opponent in all possible ways, doing the tiki-taka kind of passes, shooting the long ranges to the goalkeeper, through set pieces, through crosses from the wing backs, through the brilliance of players like Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes, and Danny Van Beek by releasing your forward through finding pockets of spaces. So lots of things should be done to see to it that we really do things of football. Like you saw Anthony score those goals outside the Tina's box area. Obviously, you need your players to be doing that. Then big up everyone here, Football Power Hour. Thank you for watching in Football Power Hour. Thank you. And if you're only watching us for the very first time, guys, subscribe to our channel. Victor Lubega, Danny Van Beek is great. All right. Thank you for watching in. Obviously, he's really great. And obviously, being one of those that is really doing a very great job at Manchester United. And I believe we missed him in certain games. Games like that of Newcastle, bring in Danny Van Beek in that game of football. Obviously, it changes because he's going to come on and really help you on what we call one-touch football. When you're having Casemiro playing really from the back with that one-touch football, when you add in Eriksen and you add on Danny Van Beek, who are also good at that, obviously that's a total overdose to your opponent, and that results into quick passing. And you know what quick passing results into? Quick passing results into getting your opponent and really hitting him on the break badly, as he always needs all has no time to go on and really prepare himself to stop you. Adebale Opeyemi, I said 3-0. Obviously, you've been exact, really. Your prediction was really exact. I remember you said 3-0. Thank you. Me, I said 4-0. I was less by 1 goal, but I believe we all knew that we are really going to go on and really win this game of football. Then Joseph Kanu, I'm happy for my team. They played very well. Obviously, United played very well, and they really looked a team that we all want to be. So let's wait and see that we shift that same result to a team, to the game against West Ham on Sunday. Then Joseph Kanu, I'm happy for my man Ronaldo. I know when he starts to score, he will not stop. Yeah, for me, I really want to see Ronaldo start scoring. You get? Because when he's scoring, you know to hit that, he's going to be a threat, because every time he comes to the field of play, he is really going to be a threat or a scare to the opponents. And this is why you need him to go on and really see him scoring game in, game out. If at all Ronaldo is banging in goals, Martial returns and bangs in goals, Rashford banging in goals, Anthony banging in goals, Sancho banging in goals, you get Bruno banging in goals, meaning that you are having close to 7 different sources of goals. Like today, we had a goal from a defender and 2 goals from our forward. So this is what we need. I need to see in certain games when Harry Maguire is scoring, Lisandro Martinez is scoring, maybe Luke Shaw, maybe Malacia, maybe Casemiro, like he did in the game of Chelsea. When you're having lots of sources that really get you goals, you really can't be locked out by your opponent from really scoring goals, meaning that you just have to go on and really need to go on and really needful into this game of football and really get in those goals. So I'm happy for Ronaldo. I would love to see him score against West Ham too over the weekend, because I believe we need his goals. If at all he can get us like 20 goals this season, Martial gets us like 20 and Rashford gets us like 20, I believe we can be able to really have a very good season and compete in every tournament that we are into as Manchester United. Mwanje Richard Hannington Sr., Garnacho is a star in making. Obviously, he's a star in making. And remember that name, Alejandro Garnacho. Remember that name, guys. Alejandro Garnacho is really going to make you get off your seats, because every time you touch that ball, he really had the fans in Old Trafford off their seats. I think you heard how they are really screaming at him and obviously applauding him. And you saw that control of him that resulted into the second goal of United. Oh, it got everyone excited, me inclusive, and that is Alejandro Garnacho. And I can't wait to go on and really watch the repeat of this game, because I really believe that every time you really watch the repeat, there are things that you don't recognize when the game is going on, but via watching the repeat, you can as well evidence everything that you wouldn't evidence in there. Then I'm having Erasto telling me that hi, and then telling me that watching from United States of America, could you tell us about Mbappe in January transfer window? Mbappe obviously is not coming to Manchester United, but if a chance was offered and Mbappe would love to come to Manchester United, I believe the Glazers would go on and really break the bank, because they know to it that he's one of the best talents. And I believe if you are in this trauma of losing Ronaldo, obviously you can really go on and really welcome a player who goes by the names of Kylian Mbappe. And I believe if at all Mbappe could decide to come to Manchester United, the Glazers would break the bank and everyone would ask, where would they get the money? I'll go on and ask you too, however much they say a question does not answer a question, that where did they get the money to pay for Casemiro, £70 million from Real Madrid to Manchester United, and Anthony at £85 million, meaning that they spent close to £160 million on 2 players. Where did they get that money? Can you get me the answer? They have the money with them, but they don't want to spend it. Only when there is pressure, that's when they go in and really spend it. They signed Bruno, who helped us really accomplish our season in the top 4 in the season of 2019-2020, because there was pressure, and Scott McTominay and Pogba all were injured, and you needed a player to play into that position. And that's why they went ahead to go on and really sign in a player who goes by the names of Bruno. So they sign players under pressure, and obviously that's what they act upon. So Kylian Mbappe can come to Manchester United. And Erasto, watching in from United States of America, thank you for always keeping it United Matters channel. If you're watching us for the very first time, guys, go in the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button, and hit the notification bell. Remember, we are left with 300 subscribers to hit 9,000 subscribers. Guys, be part of this. Be part of our growth, and obviously make sure that you do the needful and really get us to the levels they're supposed to be on. Now, let me show you something that you needed to know about this game of football. I know most of you might have not yet known about this, but obviously this is why we are United Matters channel. We go on and really show you what the game of football is all about, as we took on the side which goes by the names of Shelf. We had 24 shots. I think almost the same like we had against Spurs. 24 shots, and Shelf had 0. But I think they had one. They just had 1 shot, I think. 10 shots on target for United, and I think Shelf had 1. 75% ball possession for Manchester United. Shelf had 25. Ten Hag will be okay with that. 703 passes put together by Manchester United. Shelf put together 241 passes. This is what Ten Hag ball is all about, and Ten Hag will be so much impressed with what he has watched today. Obviously, times 3 the amount of passes that Shelf put up at Old Trafford. 90% passing accuracy, very much on point. 90% meaning that we are averaging close to 85% passing accuracy in our previous 7 games, meaning that we are really nearing that level where Ten Hag really wants his team to be. 6 fouls by United, 9 by Shelf. 1 yellow card to a side which goes by Manchester United, 2 to a side which goes by name Shelf. On the yellow cards, one of the reasons as to why Lisandro Martinez was taken off was that he has 1 yellow card. If at all he really got 1 today, he wouldn't have played against Real Sociedad. Yet it's one of the biggest games that have to go ahead and really win by a margin of 2 goals in Spain. So the manager arrested him to be fresh for the game of West Ham and obviously prepare for the game of Real Sociedad. Then 0 red cards to both sides, 1 offside to Manchester United and 0 to Shelf. 8 corners for Manchester United and obviously 0 corners for Shelf. It's showing you that United really was a better side, and obviously we looked better in everything going forward. We defended very well. Another clean sheet kept by David De Gea. What a way to go into this season and obviously do the needful. Remember, we last conceded a goal at Old Trafford in the game of a team which goes by the names of Arsenal. Not so, because in the game of Spurs, we beat them 2-0. Newcastle ended 0-0. Today we played Shelf. It ended 3-0. Omonia, we beat them by 1-0. Clean sheets are being kept at Old Trafford, and I believe that we can continue to keep clean sheets at Old Trafford because Alex Ferguson told us that clean sheets win trophies and goals win matches. So that is it. Smash the like button, guys. We are having close to 150 people watching in, and only we are having how many? We are having only 40 likes, guys. Smash the like button to 100, guys. Ali Bori, United forever. Obviously, it's supposed to be United forever because we are doing a very good job at the style and the stadium. So, guys, what else haven't I talked about? Because you guys have been so much important for me. I really love you and thank you for keeping it this channel, which goes by the names of United Matters channel. You guys have been immense and I really love you a lot, and you guys are really going to see me back into what we call the player ratings, because I'm really going to go on and do that video, and obviously I'm going to bring you what we call the manager's reaction. I'm having Legit TV 256 telling us that well done. Obviously, thank you Legit TV for really showing us the love, and I do reciprocate it to you because you really deserve it. And guys, what else? There is something I really noticed in this game of football. It's all about how we really start on NLO. I don't know whether it's the plan of Erik ten Hag, but I think we need to go on and really start these games on the high and really get our opponents into a scary mode, because the way we build up our momentum is really known to the levels I expected it to be. We need to be threatful. We need to go on and really show these teams that we are better 100 times than them. That is something they're not doing at the beginning of the game, because in the first 10 minutes I'm actually registering shots, but the intensity doesn't really click instantly. I really want us to see the intensity clicking instantly and obviously getting us to the levels we are supposed to be as Manchester United. Thank you guys for watching in. United has gone ahead to beat Shelf by 3 goals to nil. Ronaldo on the score sheet, Rashford on the score sheet, Dalot scoring his first goal of the season for Manchester United, though he has put in a couple of assists for Manchester United, but he had not yet gotten himself a goal, but has gotten himself a goal for this season, and obviously he's doing a very wonderful job. Thank you guys for watching in through. Rokan David, a sign out for now. See you later. I'm returning with what we call the player ratings, where you're going to come on and really tell me who your man of the match was. I'm out, and I hand you over to the Roman Lord to protect you abundantly. Good night, mates.